October 6th, 2011, Dallas, Texas. The Occupy Dallas movement in downtown Dallas. This Occupy movement stems from the Occupy Wall Street event that we saw in the news recently, and that there's claims of 700 arrests and civil disobedience being met with police brutality, and civil rights are being violated in New York. This is what they tell us. This is what the media tells us. This is not true. According to the Department of Homeland Security, terrorism is defined by the unlawful use of force and violence against persons or property to intimidate or coerce a government, the civilian population, or any segment thereof in furtherance of political or social objectives. I know in my videos that the individuals that were involved in this were from an organization called MoveOn.org. The individuals from that organization play both the roles of the cops and the people that were getting arrested. They then, the following days, when they show additional footage of new arrests, the roles would be switched and you would see the person that was just arrested the day before now be playing the officer arresting a different MoveOn.org member. This is not debatable. This is what is shown on the videos. Now, the important fact that you must remember here is that the Occupy whatever city, their main focal point is how upset they are at the current financial situation of this country. They blame the Federal Reserve and what they term the 1%ers, as they are the 99%ers when it comes to the wealth distribution in the world. They say that these 1%ers, the elite, are the cause of the problems and they need to be held accountable. They say that they're the ones that are controlling the Federal Reserve or have parts to do with it by their influence. This is understandable. I totally would support that movement. I would support that cause 100%. But the situation that we have here is not what it appears to be. MoveOn.org is funded by one of those 1%ers. And in fact, not just him, but several of those 1%ers. So the fact that they stand here and say that they need to have accountability for these individuals, they themselves are being funded by those individuals. That right there is cause for great concern and should be examined very closely, as these people are manipulating the perception of the people of this country into thinking that they are an authentic organization that are looking out for the well-being of the American citizens. This is not the case. These are actors. These are people that have an agenda, and they should be held for treason and be held as domestic terrorists. Hey Jesse, right back at you, bitch. So when I tell you I got a photographic memory for faces, and you want to play games like this, guarantee you'd be the first one that I'd out. And you tell me I better remove my video by 10/11/11, what's going to happen on that day? Huh? What's going to happen? Why don't you tell America? And Jesse, send me another threatening email where you say you're going to come to my place because you know where I live. All I got to say to you is bring it.
You know what he's saying? What's up, Tea Party? I see your tri-corner hat, and I raise you a Union soldier kepi.
So if that wasn't enough for you, well, let's just show you a couple more just so you understand who these people are. The two video clips you see before you, one on the right-hand side is the videos that I shot yesterday at the Dallas Occupy event. The one on the left is Adam versus the Man. You can tell that this person is the same individual from both.
They decided the Afghanistan war was going on and they wanted to they just about 5 minutes and they told us all to focus on peace, just to create some kind of morphic field or some energy just going towards it. So it took me just like 10-15 minutes just to focus on peace.
Now listen to what she says to Adam.
General population that it's the government is fully privatized, which is no surprise, and it's not even something that it's a global issue. It's just how politics works, but I feel like the government is being funded by the 1%ers.
She just say what I think she just said. What a joke. These people are just idiots. America, you better wake up real quick when it comes to this one, because these people are fixing to take this country down and cause some civil unrest, and people are going to get hurt. You need to stop them now.
And so it falls down into our education systems and so on and so forth.
So you're asking that for that same system that's funded by the 1%ers, that government that exists to serve the 1%ers, to now give out more educational benefits as it has been that have created this problem?
Oh yeah, totally. I think that we need to take the lead of France has done a good job of insisting that education is affordable. I think that we need to shift our focus from the people who, the 1%ers, onto the general population, and educate the people that have nothing, and are willing to work and are willing to use their brain power, and we need to create more jobs, and we need to, create more financial opportunity for people that are willing to go get educations and find work.
Who's we when you say we in those statements?
The 99%.
We marched to a different building. Like today we marched to the Federal Reserve of Dallas. I think tomorrow, either the Bank of America building or the J.P. Morgan Chase building. Take it there, Handshake. I'm also going to do this out there myself.
Yeah, they're on to me by now. So what? Yeah, one of them decided to give me a little bit of a shoulder check. Whatever.
Tomorrow, the anniversary of the start of the war in Afghanistan, which has been special like so many of our funds. So if anyone wants to make a suggestion for a kind of an anti-war protest or an honorarium of the lives lost in Afghanistan,
supported the Democrats who were willing to stand up and fight, and we gave hell to the ones who
I
weren't.
think that'd be a good idea. I know that.
The situation that these individuals are causing, the heightened sense of frustration between the American population and a perceived law enforcement that is trampling on their civil liberties, is something that needs to come to an end immediately. The fact is that there are good men and women of the law enforcement that walk that thin blue line, that protect and serve the population, and they do this with honor and integrity. The fact that these individuals are dragging their good name through the mud is unforgivable. The fact that the New York Police Department allowed this to happen and allows them to do this without reprimand shows you that there's an agenda there as well. Now, I know there's plenty of good cops out there. I have friends that are cops. The fact that they now have to deal with an American population that has been tricked into thinking that they may have their civil rights trampled on is something that needs to be fixed now. These individuals are terrorists. They are domestic terrorists trying to push an agenda with fear and with violence.